cartão de memória. The first part.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like.
Do qual eu não gostava. Ixi, o bichão ficou bichão.
I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly.
Estranho.
Easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
Que da hora.
Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always
Ele
did have anger
sempre
in
teve
him.
raiva dentro de si. Diga mais.
I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes.
Caraca,
Now,
que
when the
tenso.
monster comes, I turn it into art.
Ela fotografa um
My
monstro,
nightmares caught on
mano.
film.
Que brisa.
And this is the
Que
focus of my
doideira, mano.
exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
O lugar obscuro.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
Não, mano, tá errado isso. Ah, tá, porque é da outra moça lá. Olha essa luz. Ué, sem a luz não dá? Caraca, o bagulho ficou sinistro aqui, filho. Vamos ver o lado obscuro do Sr. Alan Wake. Registrada pela esposa dele. Ah, o lado escuro, que loucura, velho.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a
Sentei na
story.
sala de escritura, escrevi uma história.
Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out.
Procurar uma saída.
The story had
A
brought me
história
here,
tinha
brought
me
me
trazido
nowhere,
aqui, trazido para lugar
looped
nenhum,
me back.
me puxado de
I
volta.
was writing the
Eu estava
story,
escrevendo a história.
and in the story I
E
now
na
stepped into
história
the
eu
writer's room.
entrava agora na sala do escritor.
But there was no one
Mas
here
não tinha
writing.
ninguém escrevendo aqui. Caraca, uma bala na cabeça? Ele se matou? Volte por. Insane. Ô, mano, gravando? Como é que tá gravando ali, vai? Caraca, voltou pra braba, mano. Nossa, jogão do caralho, hein?
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Ellen. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark
O lugar
Place.
obscuro.
It's like New York,
Que
but
é
it's
tipo
not
Nova
New York.
York, mas é Nova
It can be
York.
reached
E é possível
from the
acessar
bottom
no
of
fundo
Cauldron
de
Lake,
Cauldron
but it's
Lake.
not really
Mas que não é
under the
Cauldron
lake.
Lake. O fundo do lago.
And after all
E
this
depois de
time,
todo esse
you've managed to
tempo,
get out.
agora você conseguiu
Yeah.
sair. Isso. Sim.
But so has your evil
Mas o
doppelganger.
seu gêmeo maligno
Mr.
também
Scratch?
saiu. Senhor Scratch.
Or is it the Dark Presence?
Seria a presença.
Both. It's interchangeable.
É algo mutável.
He's Scratch when he
Ele é
looks like
Scratch
me,
quando
but
se
he can
parece comigo,
change into
mas
this
pode mudar
other
pra
form.
And Scratch,
outra forma.
the Dark
Scratch,
Presence,
que é
wants to rewrite the world in
quer
his own
escrever um
image.
mundo.
Which would
Qual
be
seria a
in
sua
your
imagem?
image, as he looks just like
Ele é
you.
igualzinho
Turn the
a
world
você.
into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes. Fiction coming in contact with the
ficção
dark place
entrando em contato
can
com
change
o obscuro
reality.
pode mudar
The
a
story is
realidade, a
coming
história
true,
se
soaking into everything
concretizando,
like
absorvendo
like-
tudo, como
like
uma
darkness
escuridão
when night
quando a noite
falls.
cai.
But last time,
This will be back in 2010.
yes,
É,
last time it
2010,
didn't
né,
happen
que
all at
sucedeu
once. The story came true bit
A
by
história
bit
se
as it
torna real
unfolded,
parte a parte.
and that dark presence was
Aquela
still
presença
bound to the
obscura
lake.
que estava presa ao lago.
I stopped it
Eu, a
before it
detetive,
got the ending it wanted.
Não,
Before it broke
se
free.
libertasse.
Based on that,
Sendo assim,
there's still
ainda
time.
há tempo.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Caraca, olha aí a ligação dos servos.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
Ele sabe,
I
mano.
think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow.
Mas ainda não respondeu por quê, né?
With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
Que da hora, mano. Caraca,
It's
velho.
insane. And there's so much of it. Wake just gave us a lot of information.
A lot of
This clicker
information.
seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Ah, vai ter que encontrar o clicker dele. Que bagulho louco, velho. Calma, calma, calma. Calma aí, mano. Primeiro, isso aqui é a reencarnação da rima. Fez o ambiente mudar. Aqui é antigo Bright Falls. Não? Não. Aqui. Ué.
Think.
Como não? Não faz nem sentido, mano. Calma aí. Caixa encontrada perto do riacho. Tem mais ainda.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true.
Coming true.
Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Nossa. Caraca, irmão. Ô caramba.
Makes sense. No.
Fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true.
Outro lugar obscuro. Lugar obscuro.
Huh.
Parece que seus possuídos. Porra. Então você sabe isso, né?
Keep trying.
Tá bom, tá, calma. Ah, é verdade, tudo aqui em cima. Ô caralho.
Nope. The dark place. A dimension that's home to monsters. Huh. Wild stuff.
Wild stuff. Fizemos tudo aqui já. Caraca, ainda nada, velho, disso. Doideira. Ah, coitado dos Booker, mano. Não tem nada aqui.
Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
Cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch.
Caraca, aqui, toma. Toma foto aqui, ó. Ah, qual é? Legal, legal. Cauldron Lake. Ficou mais combinando com esse aqui. Vamos lá.
I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
É, não tá escondendo não, né, louco?
Wake said the cult has the clicker.
Como ele sabe?
How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker.
Caralho,
Wake has
mano,
a
que
double.
jogo foda, velho.
Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Vice versa, eu não sabia que era assim que falava.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay.
He's here.
Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew a weapon.
Lá vamos nós. Não? Acho que sim.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Aqui. Caraca.
Wake has more information. I need to keep questioning him.
Ué. Interroga o cara, mano. Ah, tá. Deixa eu fazer o salvamento brabo aqui. Calma aí, pô.
Saga edge. Gun ready. Flashlight aimed ahead. Nightingale said it would be here. Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts of Watery.
Calma aí, caramba. Sai daqui. Sai. Gato do caramba.
The victim was one of their own. FBI's. The victim was one of their own. FBI's